T-Trail. I'm your host, T-Rad, and this is Nature's TV. Ow! Hi. Today's episode is on family. My family. And your family. So, I have 7 billion brothers and sisters. And that makes me one hugely fortunate guy. Massively fortunate. Hey, I would like to meet them all at some point. That's a lot of travelling to do. I could do that internally though. I could say hi from there. It's a possibility. So family. This is all about family. And do you know what, I suppose the biggest family that I have the pleasure of being part of is the human race. So although that gets banded to the 7 million brothers and sisters around the world, more specifically for me, that's my running family, who are just phenomenal, hey? It's such a beautifully inclusive, anyone can get down in the running family, anyone can get up in the running family. It's a beautiful thing to be a part of. I suppose for me, specifically, the trail running community and the ultra distance trail running community. Ultra distance runners and trail runners, hey, it's not so much about the position you came in when you raced, it's more about how you felt and what you learned, and are you coming back for more? So we kind of ask open questions, which I suppose is a reflection of the environment we run in, as opposed to running on the road or the track and being consumed with where you came and who you beat. The trail and the ultra distance community is it really is family. It's cooperation as opposed to competition. And I can't help but feel that the ultra distance guys at the moment, they're the ones who are really doing the most incredible work on the planet at the moment. I say work, hey, they're living their passion, and that's what life is, right? Passion, baby. It's moving in the direction of your passion. So they're just finding out things about themselves now, endurance-wise, and fuel-wise, and recovery-wise, which is just unearthing things which we were either unaware of or had been unaware of for a very long time, as they got covered up. So the running family really is, they're going to be a large part of the movement through into a fully unified world. With the change of realities and movement from competition to cooperation. Met some incredible people here, and it was like the Killian Journeys and the Anna Frosts, Ricky Lightfoot. It's those guys at the top that open the door and show you what's possible. And then to go on that journey yourself, it's just, when you realise you can go beyond what you thought you originally could, then it becomes this glorious trail of sweets that you just want to see how deep your pantry goes, really. And family and tribe has a lot to do with that. So I suppose just before I did find my connected state, there were two people, three actually, who I'd reference as to helping to usher me through to a state of connectedness. Felicia from King's Landing Food Community, and pretty much at the same time, there's a lady called Aiko, who is a friend of mine from Bromsgrove. They both encapsulate the divine feminine just so beautifully. And whether I hadn't been around that many divine females before, or I simply hadn't noticed them, but gosh, they opened my eyes, hey, just to what love really is. So whilst people are with you, love and love them some more. But when they're not with you, it has to be their responsibility. Like the Tao Te Ching says, you have to love your people like straw dogs. So when they're with you, give them everything you can to get them on their way. But it has to be themselves that moves themselves in the direction that they wish. Just like a teacher, hey? A good teacher takes the student to the field where the lesson is to be learnt, and then lets the student find that lesson, as opposed to saying, so yeah, Felicia and Aiko. Oh, wow. What an incredible pair of women. And then Ted, who I've worked with for a few years. Yeah, I've never met anyone like Ted. He went so well. I'm sure we still would. Ted opened doors for me and just showed me, I suppose on the flip side of Felicia and Aiko, what love should be. So it's firm and it's fair. It's holding space. It's not overpowering. So yeah, for you three, muchas gracias. Much appreciated. So now I suppose for me, moving into my connected state, which I guess it's been about just over a year now. Within about 6 weeks of changing my diet, maybe even less than that, I would have thought. The amount of guidance that was available or became available to me on Facebook was just bewildering. It was just like, wow, what is going on here? And that's true as well as family and information. Just one of the same, I think. Information, or different degrees of information, become available to you at different frequencies you resonate at. So as you vibrate on a higher frequency, more information becomes available to you, and so does your family change as well. New people are drawn into your life who have information or who have a very similar life path to yourself, who can help out. So yeah, the amount of guidance that came around was just phenomenal, hey. Some crazy runners on Facebook. Rachel, Trisha, I think it is, Pixie, and then Ruth, the Black Pink girl who moved down to London. About weeks, I think after I changed my diet, I became aware of a Facebook page called Ultra, and that was headed up by a lady called Molly. And her videos just resonated with me so much. We met last year. I tell a lie actually at the start of this year. And just what Molly is doing is just absolutely phenomenal. More recently to that, there's a page on Facebook called Respire, and that was headed up by a couple of guys called Howard and Goodwill. Their posts are just so beautiful. Gosh, the eloquence in the words and the truth contained. And you know the truth, right? You know when you read something and you feel warm inside and you think, oh my gosh, that is my truth. It might not be your truth right now, but that's my truth. And to be able to read that, for someone else to supply that, and then for you to go, that's family. That's all about family. And then more recently, I suppose Casey Kane and Jason. Stuff you're posting is just incredible. I suppose just going back towards Molly. Molly has set up a group called The Path to Fearless Living, something along those lines, of which I'm fortunate enough to be a part of. So that is an online community where we share ideas, inspirations, quotes, feelings. That's a beautiful place to be. I couldn't recommend Molly's page, Ultra Love, enough. So more and more, it's about letting go of what we were or what we thought we were, and by that I mean a name and our life story, which we're not. And then with that letting go, just more and more people, right time, right place, just turn up. The universe always sends the right person or the right thing at the right time for where you are on your own personal journey. And I've just been blown away. Hey, like Paul, who I work with at the lounge, just proverbial peas in the pod. Hey, we got on so well. The team that came in behind Paul and I at the lounge, dream team, right there, just incredible. So blessed. One of my first bosses came back to work with me, Sarah, who is just phenomenal. So it's just a belief, I think, a belief in yourself and in what you're doing, and then people just come up. It's the most beautiful thing. Okay? The most beautiful thing. So my family, always my family. It's all of you. Ain't no messing. It's all of you. We're all at different stages on our path. But for me, my vibing community are those that recognise within them there is greatness, a huge amount of power, which is love, compassion and forgiveness. And they're all leaders within themselves. They all lead from within. It's not about being better than anyone or being worse than anyone. It's about shining your light as bright as you can. And with shining that light, it gives people options, hey? And that's what family does. It gives you options. It encourages you, listens, gives you comfort. It makes you want to be a better person. And that is the best drive in the world, right? That is a move away from competition and a move back towards cooperation. And I'm going to leave you with, if you want to be incrementally better, be competitive. If you want to be, I'm going to get stuck on this word now. If you want to be lot better. I've forgotten the word right, but a lot better. A lot better than incrementally better. Then be cooperative. I can only be as good as those around me. Which is why I suppose my passion, hey? Apart from loving myself, which I'm learning to do more, just help show other people that really, if you want the best, it's going to start on your plate. It's your diet, plant-based diet, couldn't recommend it enough. Outdoors, where there's space to think and be, and move away from all of those preconceived ideas that we've been given. Exercise, massively beneficial. Oh, and I suppose meditation, hey, which would probably be a nice place to leave it. This is the first year that I've meditated every day. I think I've missed a couple, but the benefits that meditation brings, it's just phenomenal, hey? It allows you to return to all that is, or witness all that is, outside of our limited senses, and it's a gateway to beautiful things, as our family, and your tribe, and life. I've been T-Red. This has been T-Trail, Nature's TV. You're my family, and I love you very, very, very much. If you think I can help you with anything, or you'd like to come tread the trail, I'd be honoured. And on that one, stay present, be free, be loved. See you all soon out on the trail. All right, peace.